Salams and welcome. Thank you for joining me in another episode of the overall summary of Islam, what Islam is and what it is not. Back to basics, right? Let's go quickly. As what I said, very quick summaries, but I like to leave it simple and easy so we can all understand what we are talking about, right? Day of Judgment, this is a guarantee. Every single human being on the face of the earth, it does not matter who you are, irrespective of race. You can be white, you can be black, you can be Malay, you can be brown, you can be Chinese, whatever it is. You can be colored, doesn't matter. You can be male or female, irrespective of religion, whether you're a Christian or a Muslim or a non-Muslim or a non-Christian or a Buddhist or a Scientologist or a pagan worshipper or a polytheist or a new age religion or a traditional healer or a Sangoma. It does not matter whether you're a monotheist, a polytheist, a pantheist, or agnostic. You know, the agnostics are those who are not sure. Yeah, we don't know if God exists, but we don't say He does not exist, right? So they're not sure. And then the atheists will say, no, God does not exist, right? So everyone, including the atheists, including the Pope and the presidents and the kings and the queens and the princes and the sultans and the emperors of the world, and the honorable members of parliament, and the premiers, and the mayors, and the local ward councillors, and the big businesses, and the chairmen of the board, and members of the executive council, and people on the United Nations, everybody, from the richest to the poorest, from the tyrants to the computer technicians, from the doctors to the dictators, everybody, no one can escape the day of judgment. Even the atheists will be brought back to life again, and then your deeds are going to be weighed. Simple terms. If your good deeds are heavier, if your scale comes like this, you get paradise. If your bad deeds are worse, you go to hell. Very simple. Are we clear? Because the Quran says very clearly, mankind will be divided into two. Those on the right, those on the left. Very simple. Are we clear on that? Remember, nobody can escape. Nobody can escape. And those who don't believe in this, like the atheists or rejectors of faith, that will be known as a Kodak moment, because the shock on their face that this is the day they denied. And the criminals of the world, whether you're a criminal in the street as a chochi or a criminal in government as a member of parliament, honorable member of parliament, or if you're a criminal in big business, or if you're a criminal on the world stage, invading other nations or whatever it is, colonialism, imperialism, stealing other nations' resources, all the criminals of the world will stand in front of God, and all their deeds will be revealed, because everybody has got two angels on their shoulders who are recording everything. So whether you had your private meeting in a boardroom, or you had your private meeting in somebody's garage in some township in a jungle, or whether you had your private secret meeting underground in a deep bunker or deep in the ocean in a submarine, God is there with you. You can never escape God. And then on the day of judgment, those who have been denying God or rejecting faith, or who have been the criminals of the world, they will be on their hands and knees begging God to be sent back to earth, so that they can finally open the Quran and read it, because the Quran is a final divine scripture. And then they are telling God, okay, now we believe. But God is saying, now it's too late, because God gave you an amazing brain. You did not use your brain. God reminded you over and over and over again that He exists, La ilaha illallah, and there's a guarantee of the hereafter. So if you don't know those two fundamental concepts, God exists and there's hereafter, then you only have yourself to blame. Right? Are we clear on that? Very simple. Day of judgment, your scale on the right hand side is heavier, or your scale on your left hand side is heavier. So we make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us our book of deeds in our right hand with no accountability, and not in our left hand or behind our back, because then we're looking for trouble. When they call you, you just pray, this book of deeds must be in your right hand, not the side. Yeah, so that's what we make dua. Stay well, look after yourself. Alhamdulillah.